Welcome back. We've done another area once again. Sort of another Lord defeated kind of thing. We got another Master Core. Very different circumstances this time. But we have got Dolim in the group, and we will be playing as him for a while. I want to just mess around with someone else. We've been messing around with Rinwell, but I do feel now it's time to actually change it up a little bit. Maybe like each area we go to will change the person that we're controlling in battle. That might be a way of doing it. Yeah, I'll consider that. But we've obviously got a skit down in the bottom right, so...
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
Let's go see if we can find her, though. I'm assuming she's gonna rejoin the group. Yeah, you fix those flowers, mate. Good work, mate. Good work. Not sure if I like Dolim's flared trousers. That's the only way I could put it. They're very flared. That's very, very flowy. I wonder if we can get a different costume for him without spending any money. You know. Maybe that's something we should look at, thinking about it. Let's go into here. So, outfits. Let's see. Natural wavy hair. Okay. Can't change that up. I can give him some other stuff. No. Give an eye patch. If I was going to give him some ears, I'd want them to be something that matched, you know, red ears, something like that. Give him a crown. Like, no. Not a tail, no. That's not one thing, no. No, nothing there. Weapon skin. Kind of like what we've got going on here. Very, very familiar looking piece of equipment there. Star Guide, the beloved staff of an alchemist girl, is said to have the power to help one navigate when pointed to the stars. Use that for a while. I wonder what that could be referencing. Where am I meant to be going anyway? I see where the star is.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Was that it? Okay. Don't want to miss dialogue. When I can avoid it.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I wonder what element that will be then. Befriended Kisara again. Gnocchi? Gnocchi recipe? That's how you pronounce that, by the way. Gnocchi? Leaf wrapped fish recipe. Oh, hello. I forgot about this aspect. Comrades in freedom. So what we got here? Max AG. Oh, didn't realize it was yours. I want to zoom in. There we go. So Shockwave Slash. I need to see about changing up his stuff. But I suppose it's really only going to be important if I play as him again. Increase counter-attack damage. A mid-air jump. Only in battle or... Extend the duration of overlimits. Okay. What do we got here anyway? Anything else? No. But you... If we're going to be playing as you, what we got? Catapult, throws a whirling rod. Easier perfect evading and guarding. Okay. Speeds up the recovery of AG. Support art that temporarily raises one ally's AG recovery speed for a set period. Negative gate. A beginner dark art that summons a jet black orb that pulls enemies towards it. Evading guarding. Boost strike damage. Resurrection. Advanced healing art that heals KO'd. Oh, if he's going to be a healer, I'm like, yeah. Not fan on playing a healer. An intermediate earth art that crushes the area surrounding an enemy. Increases critical hit damage with rod extension. Increase down damage. Recover. When sent flying, press R2 to recover and land without being downed. Interesting. And that's it for now. But we'll have a little... Oh, Kisara the Protector.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldermenensia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Okay, now we got Kelzelik's motives.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I'm glad that he's got this motive, this desire inside himself. Like, don't lose sight of that, mate. Don't lose sight of it. This drive, I think that's what I'm going towards. Drive.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Saar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Alright, let's take out some of these piggies. You know, I keep forgetting I can't attack these here. You have to run into them. Forget it as a different battle screen.
I'm ready.
Hold on, I changed that up so it wasn't
On your knees.
Rinwell at this point. Okay. It's very strange.
You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Alright.
Now I'm in the groove.
I don't know if you held it down so long it'd actually zoom in.
In here.
Okay.
Here it comes.
More
Mike.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good.
Shield.
I'll leave it to you. You're mine.
Alright, alright.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Indeed. Ooh, dead Renin guy.
There's something in the water.
Ooh, a dead guard over there. No, not fishing.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Please don't. Fishing! Various fishing points are scattered around Dana, which contain different species of fish to catch. These fish can then be used in cooking, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles. Alright, titles. So don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: casting a line, luring fish, hooking them, and then reeling them in. I know, I've been caught on a fish hook before. I know this. For more information about these steps, consult the fishing controls topic. What about the dead guy? Like, there was a dead guy. We'll go for the bubbles.
Now, where might those fish be?
I wonder where that fish did go. A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh. Yeah, casting my lure. There we go. Okay. Give it a shake. They moved away. Soft shake. Oh, I see.
Nothing's biting.
Oh, I see. I wonder where that fish did go. A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh. Actually, it seems to be scaring them away. I'll at least get one fish. Am I gonna go for the bubbles or the fish? Like it's so soft. Let's do some soft shakes.
Reel it in.
Fish on. Okay. Nope, that's bad.
Good fishers always keep their cool.
Do not like fishing. I do not like fishing minigames. It's a bubbles, but on a fish. Again, I want to at least get one. My head is itchy. No, I get it, mate. All right, fine.
All right, once more from the top.
Yeah. Can I seriously not just jump in there and grab him?
Ha! There we go.
Nearly got your health down there, mate. Nearly got your health down there. Come on. Gotcha.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Yay. I hate fish. Quit fish. Yes. That is a fish.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Now anyway, about this dead body we saw in the road.
Okay!
Hey, you know your way with a rod? No. I've been fishing a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask from you is to show me records of any fish you catch. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. Now you're alright. If you need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. I will. Past traumas, mate. The fishing expert found a Tolka pond can teach you the basics about fishing. If you show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go to catch fish you haven't found, as well as giving you new fishing gear based on how much you've caught. Ugh. Miguel's rod. Beginner's pop. Oh yay. Fishing. Suppose if it gives the AG recovery. Genius discharge, mid-air evasion, KO prevention. Oh, easier over limit. Alright, what else we got around? It's about the meals cooked as well. That's one thing I might be doing that you may see me do here and there, maybe in the past as well. It's like sometimes I'm doing the meals cooked on different characters just so I can get titles. May as well. Anyway, dead guy. Oh, it's just a heal? Phew, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my sorry, forgot I spoke. Carry on, don't mind me. Yes, infantry shield.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Oh, are you? Okay. Well.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Floral binds.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
No other ones? Okay. Let's see if we've missed any skits along our journey. Because we could have, you know, it's very easy to do.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Dear, oh dear. It doesn't look like we missed any. Okay. Okay, so let's cook before we rest. Let's see. So actually go with one of the favorite meals, but do it with the appropriate person. Because it's sort of like, I'm trying to do like the elemental attack up previously, but using other people sometimes here and there, so I could actually get their little scenes and stuff. But it's like, let's actually just do that the opposite way. It's like defense up. Let's see. Let's go with a Nokke, but let's go with Kisara.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
There we go. Let's go with Law.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff.
You are now closer to Law.
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Lennigus.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Call us party, okay.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
The ones left waiting.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Oh yeah, he's the one who started off that conversation, wasn't he? Well, I'm thinking we're going to use those skits as the end point for this part. In the next part, we'll head up this road that hasn't been repaired in a while, apparently. So we'll see you then. Ta-da for now.